Hey, it looks like I could be live. I'm live, yay! Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. I am live today. I am alive. I am Facebook Live. I am here. I'm trying to see. I used to freestyle back in the day, so I was gonna see if I can catch something, but it does not seem to be coming. So I will just talk about what I plan to talk about today. So, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to be in the land of the living. So glad to be on Facebook Live today. Representing McClendon Law and Consulting as I often do. That is my law firm, and many of you know that, but some of you may not. So I will just let you all know that we are located in Macon, Georgia, and I want to tell you a few things about my firm that I have decided upon. But before I do that, what I wanted to do is to tell you all about our event tomorrow. Be right back. All right, I wanted to tell you all about our event tomorrow. Some of you know we've been posting about it on Facebook, Instagram, everything that we can think of. We've been sending out information about tomorrow's event. But I wanted to just take a few minutes today to share information, maybe even answer some questions if you have them. I'm really excited about tomorrow. To me, this is like, I've saw, some of you may know, some of you may not know, that for the past almost 2 years, we have been working with the United States Department of Agriculture, NEFA department. We've also we've been working with the grant that the Georgia Department of Agriculture received from USDA NEFA, and in partnership with other organizations, we have been reaching out to farmers, landowners around the state of Georgia to talk with them about some issues that may or may not impact their mental health. The goal is to alleviate farmer stress by addressing some of the issues that cause farmer stress. And as you can imagine, farming is a very stressful profession. A lot of people might think that, oh, well, they're just out there petting cows and sitting in the grass and riding a tractor and chewing on hay. Like, that's what we often think a farmer's life is all about. And yes, there may be some of that in there, but just imagine when your whole livelihood is dependent on Mother Nature acting right. Especially when we know that Mother Nature does not always act the way that we want Mother Nature to act, because it's beyond our control. It's more, there's someone more sovereign and more a higher power than us. Our Lord is managing the weather. So we don't get to choose when it rains. We don't get to choose when it doesn't rain. We don't get to control how much rain falls or how little rain falls. We don't get to make sure that the sun is out when we need it to be. We don't get to control pests, things that fly in and eat what you put in the ground. So there's a lot of stressors that are involved in farming. And among those, legal issues are often a stressor. I mean, for anybody, legal issues are a stressor. But a lot of times for farmers, these legal concerns can be related to their livelihood. So if they get into some of the legal troubles that my firm seeks to address, then they could lose their farm. They could lose their livelihood. And not just that, they could lose what has been in their family for generations and that they wanted to help continue so future generations could enjoy. And so that's why my firm is involved in this project, and it's really helped us to narrow down what our focus is as a firm in general. We have found that we really enjoy working with farmers. It's a group of people who are usually just have a perspective on life that we often miss in the world that we often find ourselves in. They often have more of a connection to nature, more of a connection to history than a lot of us have. And the fact that they are the ones that ensure we have food to eat every day, we don't value that often, that our farmers are out there making sure that there's food to eat on a daily basis. Everything you eat has some kind of origin with the farm. And if it doesn't, I'd say you should be concerned, because if it ain't grow out the ground, then it's probably not healthy to eat. So, out of appreciation and recognition of the importance of our farmers, that is what's inspired this grant. And so my firm's role has been to deal with heirs property and also to deal with succession planning. We want to make sure that farmers have good title to the land that they own. The land that they're farming, making sure that if they inherited the land, that we can help them to clear up the ownership. And if it's land that they've purchased, we also want to make sure that they have good, clear ownership of their land. And then also we want to help them put succession planning in place. We want them to have the legal documents in place so that they can pass their farm to the next generation in a way that can allow that farm to continue to be sustainable. Because we need farmland, we need farmers, and we cannot survive as people without them. So I am honored to be a part of finding solutions for our farmers and landowners. And I'm so excited to tell you all about tomorrow's event, where we will be talking with farmers and landowners and families who own land collectively about things that they can do to ensure that that land is still in the family and future generations, and that is continuing to be stewarded so that farming can continue. Or if farming has stopped for some years, to reinitiate farming, or whatever it is that family wants to do with their land, we are here to help to come up with solutions and ideas, and also to provide training and resources on how to navigate the legal system. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow in Sparta, Georgia. You may ask, why Sparta? I will say I really don't know, but it's just been in my heart for a long time. There's just something about Sparta that has just stuck with me. I can't remember exactly when I first thought, let's have the event in Sparta, but it was about a year ago. Something triggered it, and it just hasn't left me. So we're going to be in Sparta, Georgia, and we're going to be there at St. Galilee Baptist Church. We're so grateful to them for allowing us to utilize their facility for this event, and we hope that using it will be a blessing to them, as we know is going to be a blessing to us. I would like to invite you all to come out. I have a link to the event in the comments or whatever. I'm still getting used to this Facebook Live setting, so I don't even know where the link is. I hope it's there. But if you are interested in joining us tomorrow, June 24th, we will be getting started at 11 a.m. We will start with some visioning exercises to help us to really think about the land in a way that is going to encourage us to want to conserve it. And then we will get into some legal education about succession planning, what things farmers and landowners can do, should be doing to make sure that they can pass that farmland to the next generation in a way that's sustainable for the family. We'll have a great lunch catered by an awesome company that at this moment I'm not remembering their name, but I'll make sure to put their name in the chat. They're going to be cooking us a delicious lunch, some chicken, mac and cheese, and something green, and some sweet stuff, and all that good stuff. A menu that I helped select a few months ago, so I can't remember. But it's going to be good. I've heard that they are good, and so I'm looking forward to that. And then after lunch, we will have some time where we'll be working in small groups or as a group as a whole, and talking through some of the challenges that farmers, family landowners are facing, and what are some strategies that we can use to help them to work through those challenges. And we're not talking just general challenges. We're talking your family has a specific issue that you're wanting help with. We won't get into legal we're not going to give people's confidential information, but we're going to do it in a way that is going to preserve confidentiality and allow people to walk away with tangible strategies to help them to manage their family land. So I'm so excited about it. I hope that if you are a family landowner, which means that you have inherited some land and you now own it collectively with your family members, or even if you you have land that you've purchased yourself, you don't own it with family, but you hope to leave it to family or to somebody's family, or you don't even know who to leave it to because you don't have a specific person or group of people that you want to leave your land to. We can talk through some strategies for how you can still make sure that your land is doing what you have always wanted it to do, even after you're gone. So I hope y'all will come out. I hope that y'all will register, because I want like 100 people there, but we have enough food for 50. So if you come and you didn't register, we will serve those first who have registered. So make sure you register so that we can look out for you, make sure we have a plate for you, make sure that we have some information for you. We would be so excited to have you. So just register. And if you're just curious and interested, you think you want to get into farming or owning land, like, hey, go ahead and register, because I would rather a seat to be filled, I would rather a plate to be eaten than for food. Well, food won't go to waste because we'll find a way to feed somebody. But we don't want to have all this wonderful food and not be able to get shared with the people who have come for the information. So if you're just interested, you just want something good to do on a Saturday morning and or afternoon, and you don't mind driving out to Sparta, join us. Just make sure you register so we'll know you're coming. So I wanted to tell y'all about that. And if you have any questions, again, you can leave a comment or reach out by the contact information on the flyer. But most importantly, we want you to register. In addition to that, I wanted to talk with you all about my firm, some ideas that have come to me in prayer, just meditating and just being present to learn more about what God has put in me, what He has allowed me to put in the firm. And I wanted to share with you all some of the thoughts. So one thing I wanted to do in terms of one way that I wanted to share that our firm serves the world is that we help families to own and manage land and other real estate collectively so that they can build and sustain generational wealth. So that's one of our purposes as a firm. Our other purpose is to help farmers secure the ownership of their land and improve their farm operations so that they can increase their income and make a good living in farming. And so I want to make that clear. I probably have to clarify it in my little statement that we're not helping you strategically in terms of how many bushels of corn to plant or how many things of peanuts to grow, because as you can see, I don't know very much about farming. But we can help you with your legal structure. Make sure you have a solid business entity. We want to have that business entity to be separate from the land ownership, so that if anything happened to the land or anything happened to the business on a legal, from a legal perspective, it won't put the other thing at risk. So if you own land, we don't want your farm operation to put the land at risk. So we want to keep those separate. And we help farmers to put that in place so that they can protect their land and also protect their farm operation. And there are other things as well. We can help you with your licenses, contracts, leases, things that you need to support your farm operation. We can help you with that. We can help you with farm succession planning to make sure that you can pass that farm to someone else, either when you're ready to retire, which I hope that everyone has a plan to retire, or after you pass away. We can help you to put a plan in place to make sure that your farm, that your land gets to the people that you want it to get to. So we are looking forward to continuing to serve in this capacity. And I'm so grateful for the increased clarity that I'm getting and look forward to being able to continue to provide more clarification about what we do. So I just want to thank everybody who joined us today, and I hope that the information was helpful, that you learned something, that perhaps you have something that you can take and share with someone else. I'm interested in knowing what ways we can better serve our clients. How can we help families who either have inherited family land or a house, or if they plan to purchase land or a house or other real estate as a family? How can we help you to navigate that? How can we help you to make sure you have everything in place so that you can carry out those goals? What questions do you have? What concerns do you have? What frustrations do you have? We want to be able to help you with that. So feel free to share in the comments or just let us know otherwise how we can help. We also want to know how we can better serve our farmers. We are here in Georgia, but we are working on rolling out some things that we believe will be of use and benefit to people outside of Georgia as well. But we want to know what you need and what ways we can better serve. So please share that in the comments as well. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you, looking forward to responding to you, and looking forward to continuing to be of service. So with that, I'm going to close. It's time for me to get ready for tomorrow's wonderful, amazing, exciting event, and I hope that you'll be there. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm just wishing you well and many blessings, joy, peace, a greater connectedness with work life, that if there's something that is stressing you or weighing you down, I pray that that will be lifted from you. I pray that your joy will be revived. I pray that your sense of purpose and your giftings, the things that you're naturally gifted at, the things that you have been called to do, that those become apparent to you, and that you have a new excitement and enthusiasm and vigor toward those things. And I just wish you well for the rest of your day. Have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to being back next week to talk about something. If y'all want to help me to know what to talk about, please put it in the comments or email me, whatever you need to do. But we would love to make sure that the information that we share is helpful to the people that we have the opportunity to engage with. So I wish you many blessings today, and I send you off with all those good blessings that I just gave you. Take care.